Okay, today with George O'Keeffe's work we're going to look at collage. This is another media that you can find around the house. Any magazine or newspaper or leaflets can be turned into collage. Okay, my flower's got lots of blue on the petal and a bit of yellow or orange on the kind of pollen in the middle. So I've taken out all the magazines I can find, well, all the pages from this magazine I can find with blue on it or some yellow or orange on there. Some colours are harder to find, but sometimes you just have to improvise. So now I'm going to create a quick tonal ladder, starting with the darkest blue I can find, almost a black. And then from there I'm looking for slightly lighter blues. So it's almost from black blue to very dark blue. Then moving on to mid blue, then light blue, then almost white. You can see how I'm starting to sort the piles out now. Once I've got the ones I want, I'm going to start off with a really dark blue. I'm just going to apply a little bit of this glue. You can use any glue, but I'm using Pritt type glue at the moment. And there, I'm sticking it on. Like all these things, it takes quite a while to build up the colours to create an effect, but in the end it's worth it. The more time you take, the more tones and textures you'll get from these pictures. Keep working, and you'll get success. It's important to keep some sort of order to these strips of paper. It's almost like doing a jigsaw puzzle. Knowing where all the pieces are is handy. So if you've got all your dark blues in one place, and all your mid blues in another, your light blues in another, your very light blues in another, you're going to find it easier to find the exact tone you need. Remember, tear the paper to fit the exact spaces. Don't worry if there's some overlap, because you can manipulate the paper later. If you want to use the scissors, you can, but I actually quite like the roughness of using it this way. The coarse edges give a sort of heavily textured effect, and people see that you've done a collage, and it's all part of the stylized effect. Of course, you can take your time, cut the things perfectly into little stencils, and you'll get a very pleasing effect as well. As you can see, it takes time to build it up, even with this speeded up film of me working. Time goes by, but each piece I'm putting down I'm making a decision. I'm looking at the original image of the flower and I'm making a decision on where the tone should go. One thing that's nice with collage is that if you do make a mistake and you're not happy with it, you can either just rip the collage paper off, you can stick another piece right over it, just continue working. It's a very, very forgiving media. The hardest part is just trying sometimes to find the colour that you want and the tone that you want. There we go, looking at some of the tone and shape there, let's get some of the darker tones and fill in the area. Trying to get some accuracy with these rough and crudely torn pieces can be difficult, but I think that's part of the fun of it. Challenging yourself. Now on for the centre. Starting with a base that I'm cutting out roughly to fill the whole size with. What I want to do there is fill it with little tiny pieces to give that texture and bittiness of the kind of pollen petals inside. So I've covered it with glue, tearing tiny strips of the yellow, putting that over there, tiny strips of the orange, and dabbing them on as well. The more colours you can find, the more depth of tone and richness you can get. I think if I found a real textured paper, almost like a sandy gravel texture, it would be nice to get those bits on there. Notice now I've missed a little bit more of the flower here, and I want to get some of the veins going through the petals. Here I just keep working, adding more tone and detail. Getting some of those little veins going through, highlights and lowlights, filling in spaces. Come on, I'm going to turn my attention to the background. I'm going to block in big areas of green and look for different sort of shapes, shades and tones that I can put in there. I'm only going to do it very quickly now. because I think you get the idea of where we're going with this collage. I think you really want to get on with your own one now. So remember, take your time, don't make too much mess, and good luck.